Hello, this is Rich Lavens of Watlow, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial video on the Eurotherm recorder series. Whether you have a 6100A, a 6180A, or the XIO series, this process is pretty much the same. And what we're going to do is something called a demand archive. And it really is just as simple as how do I get the information out of my recorder onto a jump drive or a memory card. I'm mimicking my recorder on a software called Bridge. Bridge comes in Bridge Lite and Bridge Full. The Bridge Lite is strictly a view-only software, but Bridge Full will allow me to get into the configuration of the recorder. So let's stick with here. You can see in the upper left-hand side, we are logged out. And if I come down to my root menu and hit Operator, I can go to this Archive tab, and I want to archive local, which means that's where my card resides. But you can see here, I can't do anything, and that's because my access level isn't correct. So let's pop back out here. Up here, I'm going to go to my login area, and I'm going to log in as engineer, and your password will be different than mine. So I am now logged in. You can see up here I'm an engineer. I need to go to this security tab to access. So right here, you can see as engineer, I've got all these boxes checked. But I'm typically not going to be in engineer mode, especially when it's out on a plant floor. I'm going to be logged out. So in the logged out level, I do want to give a person access to the archive controls. So I click that. You can see it turned red. I'm going to hit apply. And you can see in the upper right-hand corner, it's applying that. It is now applied. So let me log back out of engineer mode. Okay, and I'll go back home. So here we are. This may take a minute here to kind of catch up. All right, so here we are back at the logged out screen. Now when I come down to my root menu and go to operator and go to archive, local, now you can see I've got some different things I can choose from. So here, I can choose to the media card. So the media card is the compact flash on the front of the recorder. I also have a USB card up front, and my particular recorder has additional USBs in the back. So you will see whatever drives you have available to you. So in my card, here's my media card. I can bring that card up to date. I can archive the last hour, the last day, the last week, the last month, so forth. So in our case, let's bring that up to the last hour. And you can see up here, my little indicator here, I'm green, which means I'm writing to it. And really that's it. You can see right here, my transfer is active. So it just finished. The green little back set on that little jump drive indicator is now back off. It tells you media size. So now I can pull that card. So really, once you have the right access level, getting that data onto a card is pretty straightforward. I'm going to jump over to the recorder itself, and I'll show you that as well. But once you have that access level taken care of, it's pretty straightforward. So let's jump to the recorder. Okay, so we're at my recorder here. Here's the same buttons. Again, it looks pretty much like what I'm mimicking on the screen. So over here, we are logged out. So let's touch that, and we'll log in as engineer. And we'll put in my particular password. So there's my password. You can see I'm logged in as engineer. We're going to go to our root menu, hit operator. There's our security tab. There's access. And we'll go to logged out. So now I'll scroll down a little bit, and you can see I do indeed have archiving control enabled. So we will log back out. Go back home. And so we're now logged out. If I come to the root menu, hit Operator, go to Archive, Local. You can see I have the menu. So there's the card I'm storing to, and we'll just bring that up to date. You can see the light turns green, and if I scroll down far enough, you can see the transfer of the files is active. That'll disappear once it's done. The one caveat on this is when you're logging to any type of memory card, that card has to be 8 gigabytes or less. If you have a card bigger than that, it will not work. I hope you find this tutorial helpful, but please reach out to us and let us know. Thank you so much. Bye.